Hello everybody, it is April 12th. That means it is time for the April unboxing of Lucky Tackle Box. This is the Bass XL box. And let's start. Get your little sticker that says what's inside the box. Then you get the Fish Hound magazine. Good magazine, has a lot of information, tells you all about all the lures you're getting. Got some good news in it. Your sticker. Alright. They put some fish attractant in here this month. Some bait mate. Comes with a $1 coupon. It's nice. It's very nice. Oh, first thing, we got some hooks. Look deep. Pretty sharp. Good. Very nice. Alright, let's see what we got next. Got us Raw Outdoors Incorporated swim bait. It's a diving swim bait, probably low depth, small little hooks. Good little action. Got the fabric inside. Gives it a good, nice swimming action. Hooks are pretty sharp. That's good. Oh, what do we have? What do we have? Lots of crankbaits and swim baits this month. A nice little native series. Primal Chase by Primal Chase. Not bad. Another diving bait. Looks like it's got kind of a plopper, like a little plopper head. Let's find out. Ooh, this one's gonna be difficult. Got it all stuck in there. Ooh, nice. Alrighty. This is that. Not a bad little lure. Again, got kind of a plopper head. Dives a little bit. I imagine this one's gonna shake quite a bit. Got a lot of wobble to it. So it gets a lot of tension and vibration in the water. This is interesting. Got like a crawfish designed no lip crankbait. Got that nice craw pattern to it. It's more a pre-spawn type of crank, but that dark red can, be utilized whenever, pretty much. Very lipless, very heavy. What are we looking at in weight here? It's a half ounce sinking class. So you can get down there with this. Probably, I wouldn't recommend hitting it off too much, just for the fact we don't have a lip on there. Sharp hooks. Probably I would recommend changing these hooks myself, but they'll do the job for now. Gotten this one a few times. It's the live target. It's the grouped up shad. What do they specifically call this? Oh, they just call it the schooling formation of bait fish. This one looks like a good, dives pretty deep. Got a big lip on it. Chartreuse and color. Looks like a little group of shad. Good little bait. I imagine. I've never personally used one of these. This one's got a really loud weight inside there. Weight is obviously moving freely. Probably gives it a lot of extra noise. Large hooks, so definitely intended for your bigger fish. I would probably recommend changing these as well. Not bad though. We got one more crankbait before we get to the soft baits they put in here this month. This is a balsa shad. Very classic style lure with the balsa wood. Did a really good job. Can't even see the seams where they put the wood together. Big old lip on it. So I guess what they're going for this month is getting down to those deeper fish this summer. So let's see, we can get her out of here. Very light, as is all balsa, all old school balsa. It's got a nice bright bottom, attract the attention of any fish that you're swimming across the top of. Very realistic painting, very well done. So, good lure. Let's check those hooks. Very sharp hooks. Got me before I even tested them. Good lure. Now we get into our soft baits. Soft plastics. Mr. Twister, the original. So it says it's supposed to be an assortment, but this is definitely all crawfish. Here in South Carolina on Lake Hartwell, if you're familiar with it, are these dark colors in the mud holes I go to. I don't usually go out into the big clear open water. I usually stay to the coves and such. And dark colors stick out very well in that mud. So it's not bad. Very soft plastic, very flexible. Not as stiff as some others. Like what's a good example of a hard, stiff one? I'd say the Cassie Craw by Yum. I believe it's Yum. Yeah, and they very soft. Probably gets a lot of good action. I'd use this as a jig trailer myself. I wouldn't Texas rig this one. I'd Texas rig the stiffer ones myself. But yeah, definitely a good jig trailer. Oh, let's see where we're at here. And last, sweetheart, no. Lastly, we got, what is this? Lake Lunkers Custom Baits. New to me, but just take a break in life, go fishing. Light red bait with black speckles. Not sure if anybody else got any different colors, but I personally would apply these more pre-spawn on bass. They probably a Texas rig. Wacky rig would be, I'd trim it down before I did a wacky rig, but I could do a wacky rig. But preferably a Texas rig on these. Well, let's look at these prices real quick. Close the box up. Alrighty. The balsa shad. Handmade. Very nice shad. Retail is at $9.49. It's probably very quiet. They say it is called silent. So very good bait. Red retails $9.49. Granted, you pay $24 for this box, $24.99 a month for this box, and you're definitely going to get more than your money's worth, almost double. This month, I believe it came up to about $48 and something. Alrighty. The Vicious Fishing Extreme Vibe for $4.29. Let's see. I want to say, yeah, that's definitely this one. The craw color. That's $4.29. They recommend this usually in a grassy area. You're supposed to kind of jig them down and rip them up out of the grass and let them swim down and rip them up out of the grass. And this is going to sink on its own, so you don't necessarily need to pull. It'll just fall, and then you pull and fall and pull. So that is the Extreme Vibe. The finesse worm. Where's the finesse worm? The Lake Lunkers finesse worms. What are these? Retail at $5.99. Not bad. I'll have to try them out just because at $5.99 they got to be doing something special that I'm not aware of. My daughter's very excited for this video as well. The BuzzBug 6 count. Where did those soft baits go? My daughter's got them. Come here, sweetie. Alrighty. BuzzBugs. It says it's supposed to be an assortment. I got all craws. Not sure if you all got all craws. A little swim bait in there would have been nice. A little soft swim bait. They do recommend them to add to your jig. Awesome. As I said before, good for adding to your jig trailer. Very nice. All right, the Daichi Offset Black Nickel Worm Hooks. Where did I set those? Here. Take one of those out for you again. Worm hooks. Now, I imagine they put these in there to go on the Lake Lunker's finesse worm. So I'll do that really quick. Alright, oh, those are actually a lot smaller than I thought they were. Awesome. So yeah, you can wacky rig these. But me personally, I would of course not. Let's see what a wacky rig looks like right here. Just a wacky rig wouldn't be bad. It doesn't seem too bad. Not very rough at all. Texas rig. Whole point of Texas rig is to be weedless. So as you're twitching this along, that hook can't catch anything because it's technically inside the worm. You can get it to pop out just a little bit, but once that fish latches on and grabs onto here, it's going to pull it down, and then you just rip it and lips. So it's not a bad worm. My impression was it was a lot longer before I read it. Alrighty, what do we have next? My daughter's very excited. The Raw Outdoors swim bait. This one, a little bluegill. At least I believe it is a bluegill. Raw 10B swim bait. It fishes similar to a crankbait, just simply because of its lip. Like I said, I feel like it's got a really good action. That fabric is fabric does not stretch. That fabric is simply just not unstretching fabric, so it's going to move very well. Oh, this one it recommends going about 8 to 12 feet. This one is rounded, so you can sit there and you can bounce it off rocks, for example. Be coming around and swimming by and then smacking a rock. That creates a noise that attracts that fish. Smack it off the rock, let it kind of die, and then swim it again. Smack it off a rock, let it kind of die. And usually when you get on that die, you're gonna get a good hit. It's a decent sized bait, so be expecting something bigger. I personally I fish off kayak, so I recommend a lot of braid. I would recommend about 30-pound braid, and probably a medium heavy on a 6.5 foot, 7 foot rod. Just if you're fishing something heavy like that. Last but not least, the Native Series Snake Crank. Now, this one has the attracting vibrations of a chatterbait. Supposedly has the action of a plastic frog. This is supposed to be for early season. Right where I'm at right now, we all know it was a very warm winter. This is not early season. This is definitely mid-season probably. But it's got a very nice holographic strips, chrome. I'm still trying to figure out this kind of plopper mixed dive jig. It recommends throwing it close to cover and try retrieving it at different speeds. So you know, if you keep putting something in front of a fish's face and you keep running it by at the same speed every time, you're not gonna get it anything. So you come by this time, you stop, kind of go, come by this time, and come by a couple times. You're gonna get a lot more hits changing it up. But that looks like that is about it. We did get the bait mate in there. Fish Tracking Live Game Fish Ultra Concentrate. This gives you $1 off at any store to get your $1 off of any bait mate. I prefer the bait mate squirt bottles, preferably the live bait bass. It's like a light greenish yellow color. Really good. Works really good on worms, live worms especially if you're using live bait. In here, stop, Athena. You're gonna get hooked. And then I personally, it might hold well on these worms here. It may. I recommend these actually. I'm gonna get in the water, test them out. We'll see. But being as short as they are, I recommend them. Good for just small bass fishing, testing out cover and such. As you know, you got this sticker. This sticker's going on my kayak this month. We've got this one a couple months in a row now, but it's a nice sticker. I like it personally. Fish Hound this year or this month looks like its primary article is going to be about Jason Lambert, good fisherman, hard hitter. He's here. And then of course your letter. Just a letter from LTB. Not going to read that for you. And your golden ticket. There's always a live drawing on the 20th, all the time. There's always rods, reels, another LTB box, and then all expense paid trip to fish with one of our pro staff. To my knowledge, I believe pro staff is like Travis Moran. I don't know if Nick Smith. Nick Smith personally is one that I would love to go fishing with. I would learn a lot from Nick Smith. That's the Informative Fisherman if you don't know. Oh look right there. Travis Moran, Dally MYD, Team Lucky, and Lunkers TV. Lunkers TV is another one I would really like to see. He's a fellow veteran. I watch a lot of his videos. Great content. And then Team Lucky. I'm 90% positive Team Lucky would be Nick Smith. So if I win this, I want to go with Nick Smith. But that's the April Lucky tackle box. That is the Bass XL box. That'll run you $25. If you don't feel like doing that, you can come down to $20. That's your normal box. You still get a good much content in that. In just the bass box this month, you would have gotten everything except for the swim bait, which that's your premium bait you get with the XL box. You get one premium bait. And then you wouldn't have got the snake crank, which is that little guy. Little interesting guy. Probably wobbles a lot, gets a lot of attention. And you wouldn't have gotten that. Nice little swim bait. I was really hoping for a BWA swim bait this week, or this month, but maybe next month. LTB sponsors probably my favorite fisherman, Nick Smith, so got to keep that one in mind. That is the April Bass XL box. Thanks for watching.